wins his first game in like 1.5 hours.
Unbelievable. The score in the 3-minute segment, 5-1 now.
No, it's 5. I think it's 5-2.
5-2.
Yes, 5-2. There's an ambulance siren outside. I don't know. I heard that through my headphones. I don't know if the folks at home can hear that. They're calling an ambulance, but I think they're telling it to go home now.
That's right. Everyone's safe. Everyone's healthy, except Alireza's winning chances here. But that might have made them a little bit higher. 18 minutes left.
One game at a time. You win a couple more games, and then you're only down by 4.
And he played the Kings Indian, but a complete chameleon opening, right? This looks nothing like the close center Kings Indian he was playing earlier. You called for this, Levy. Do you think he should change his opening entirely, or is this as good as it gets for Alireza out of the opening?
Look, I think it's pretty clear that for this event, he was looking at the Kings Indian, right? You don't just keep playing the Kings Indian, even if
Why would you ever say, I mean...
Yeah, I know. I'm full of controversial takes. That's one of them. And so this time he plays the pawn takes d4 variation. But, Danya, this looks like a Magnus specialty, this type of a position.
Knight on d4. He's got the positional assets.
Yes. F3 controlling the knight on f6, which some people might be surprised by, but it's a very common thing. And what do you... I mean, you got to protect c5, of course, but knight a4 maybe.
Even king h1.
Oh, that's so... Oh. And you can't take on c5. We should show, folks.
We should show that. Why does king h1? Prophylaxis, right? Right out of Dvoretsky.
Yep.
Because bishop c5, knight e6.
There's a fork.
Bishop f2 check, though. Wait, it's not a check.
Yes, because we played king h1,
And
yeah.
this is not a knight. So white can play knight takes d8 and win the game.
Yep.
Okay, knight d7, knight a4, knight e5.
It's getting real tangled now, but hopefully Alireza makes his decisions a little bit faster in this game and with a bit more confidence, because it's clear that he can win some games. Speaking of which...
A 2-game streak. That's what might light that fire underneath the hometown favorite.
Yeah, but what does he have to do here? It's one thing to have that bar go up and down. What do you do here? Is it knight c4? Is that what we're looking for?
Knight c4, bishop c4, dc. The queen is undefended, Levy. I think you're on the money again.
Yeah, because we need to get around our isolated pawn being blockaded, right? That's really the problem here. White gets a few more moves, rook d1, a3, b4, and he's just calmly better. So...
Yeah, you need to attack something. You need to do it now. The knight on a4 is also undefended.
Wow, okay, he trades and puts the knight on c6. He's trying to get rid of the blockade.
Isolate this knight. Okay. Alireza is starting to make some good moves here and some moves toward slicing this lead.
Oh, because queen e8, the knight on a4 is hanging in some lines like bishop g7, and also knight takes f3.
Knight takes f3, but there's bishop g7 here. And the bishop is trapped. It's not the knight that gets trapped, it's the bishop that's trapped.
The bishop is trapped.
Because the knight is on a4, taking away its escape square.
Oh my, Magnus is beside himself. I mean, and this is how it happens. You lose one.
He literally is beside himself. There's a Magnus beside the Magnus.
Yes, exactly. But he can't believe it. He really can't believe it.
He'd be furious if you heard that.
Yes. Well, we may interview him after. So hopefully he doesn't watch the stream back. Yeah, these top players, they the first thing they do when they win a match is they go home and watch the whole stream back to, criticize the commentators. That's what they're doing.
Like they
don't celebrate. They don't say, it's, that's what they do. They go back and they watch and they go, I can't believe he said that about me. Bishop c3 is incoming. At some point you simplify, but there's absolutely no reason to rush with it.
I'm shocked that our careers haven't gone up in Moke yet.
Yes. I don't know do they know that that's Hans' middle name?
No, but I don't care.
Okay. you make the puns for yourself, not for the audience.
That's right.
That's your secret. They think it's for them, but... All right, queen g5. Listen, there's still a way to screw the whole thing up. I'm not going to jinx anything. Is that a thing here, jinx? I feel like...
Oh, it's a thing against Magnus, let me tell you. But Alireza needs to get this bishop back. What's giving him pause is moves like knight e4, that lateral connection, and the queen's contact with the rook.
Knight e4 was a serious thing there. I mean, if black loses the dark squared bishop here, I'm not sure he's as much better as we think he is.
And so he brings it back and still knight e4.
Yeah, but, okay.
Okay, it's not that impressive. Bishop g5.
Trade the queens, or maybe even queen e7. You could have started trading. This I don't hate for white, Like, there's some activity, but of course the pawn will just go to d2.
Alireza, much more important for him to stop knight e6 than to defend b7. He does neither. Magnus takes b7, drops back. If he can eliminate one of black's bishops, he's in business, and bishop g8, knight e8 is the problem.
Oh, gosh. Maybe just d4? Just might as well, right?
Might as well.
Might as well.
You have to save this pawn. If you lose this pawn as well, white's playing for a win.
I think the entire world collectively, except maybe, Magnus Carlsen fans and his family and Magnus Carlsen himself, are cheering just for some little sign of life here from Alireza, but
He's frozen.
Tanya's got 15 seconds.
He's frozen. He can't believe that this is as hard as it is.
Yeah. I mean, he was winning for so easily, it seemed.
Bishop d5, rook c5. Suddenly these pieces are tangled up again.
I think we're heading for some chaos here. 7 seconds on the 6-5.
Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Oh, no. Rook c7 incoming, but the rook goes to d8.
94 is a nasty little move here as well.
And he plays it, which is apparently bad. Maybe
Knight
d3.
D5.
Maybe d3.
Oh.
Maybe there was d3 there, but knight f5 also nice.
I don't think there's enough pieces on the f file.
Knight e3 is incoming, and you can't stop the d pawn.
Magnus isn't here. He's like, I'm taking the pawns on the queen side. Rome is burning while Nero fiddles. G4 attacking the knight.
d2. Oh, d2. There was maybe knight g3 as well.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. Rook d1, apparently cold-blooded.
But why?
Watch out for knight c5, knight e6.
You can always go to g5, I thought. I mean, or king g8 even. Like, what? I'm not so scared, but I would be scared if I was playing. But I'm here, so I'm not scared at all. It's not my game to win or lose.
Oh, my gosh.
By the way, rook d1, knight f3, rook f1. What do you do? It's so tricky.
Zig and zag, and so the f file is open.
But then d2, you got to calculate, and the guy's got 3 seconds.
Yeah,
Magnus
calculate is the problem right now.
He's going to make a move that's going to surprise Alireza.
You know what the worst part of the anticipation is? You don't know when your opponent's going to move, so you have to keep your eyes on the screen, your hand focused, ready to play a move, and eventually you might lose your concentration for just a single second.
And that's when your opponent moves, because that's life.
And you've only got 3 of them.
Yep. Seconds, not lives.
That's right.
Correct. Yeah, he does play rook d1. Alireza's got 1 second, and he's blundered it.
Knight c5 coming, forking a fork.
Why didn't he take on f3? Because of rook f1 ideas, I guess, but there must have been a defense.
How does he have 2 seconds now? Did he spend 2 seconds on that move?
Alireza's got to move! Oh, my
Great
goodness.
move, by the way.
Yeah, unbelievable move.
Now he got 3.3, 2.2, now he's got 1.1.
Yeah, and Alireza's going to...
0.0.
Oh, my goodness. How is he? And he's repeating? He's not going to play for... And he's not knight d6, rook f7, rook f7.
He mouse slipped.
Rook f7.